All right. We're back for a week 17. One last week of the NFL, and we're done. We're wrapped up with this season. Entering this week, I got a record of 151, 88, and the one tie we had back in week one between Detroit and Arizona. Um, Week 17 to me has to be the trickiest week to pick. Some of these teams are playing for everything. Some of these teams are not playing for anything. Somebody wants to play for the draft picks. It's a lot to consider picking this game, so it's gonna be a little hard. I'm gonna try to wrap up this as much as I can because I want to talk a little bit of the college game, the playoff games, what's coming ahead of this upcoming up week. So let's go ahead and get started with week one. I'm sorry, week 17, first game. Jets at Buffalo. Um, Buffalo's playing. They're the number fifth place right now. I don't think they're playing for anything. If anything, I would consider rest some of the players, especially like if the game is getting. You might want to let them start, but if the game is getting a little too physical, might want to pull up maybe the quarterback, maybe the running back. Whoever is getting smashed over there. So right now Vegas only has Buffalo favored by 1 point, by 1 point at home against the Jets, which I actually think Buffalo is a much better team, and you can tell they're going into the playoffs, and the Jets are not. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Buffalo, but it's very rare that the starter is gonna play the whole game. So a lot of people are picking the New York Jets to win this game. The Jets are projected to make the number 10 pick. Of course, if they win and Denver loses and other team loses, they can move up to the mid round of the first pick of the first, mid round 15 pick or something like that. I don't think that's something they want to do, but the coaching job of Gase Adam is in jeopardy. So I think the Jets actually might come up and play hard for this guy and win this game. So I was actually gonna go with Buffalo. I'm changing my mind. I think the Jets, like I said, some of these teams are playing spoilers. Cincinnati has the number one pick. They don't play. They might play hard against Cleveland just because they play him twice. They play him hard 2 weeks ago, and Red Rifle wants to just also fight for his job back, which I think is done. It's over. This coaching job, it's a mess. Cincinnati's a mess, and Cleveland is just trying to play hard. I think they are a better team than Cincinnati. They can win. Now here's where it comes tricky though. Washington at Dallas. Boy, oh boy. Dallas has to win after they fuck up last week and they let Philadelphia beat them. Dallas has to win. They need help, but they have to win. If they don't win, whatever the help happens, it's not gonna help them. So it's a must win at home against Washington. Washington playing spoilers now. I think Dallas gets the job done. I don't think they get in, but we'll talk about that game later on over here. Well, let's just go ahead and jump in right now. Philadelphia and Giants. I think the Giants, if they play Eli Manning, I think Eli can light up fucking Philadelphia like a Christmas tree all over again. But one last time, it might be his last game as a Giants player. So I don't understand why they don't play this guy. They want to play the rookie Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes. He has played good overall, I guess, to be his first week, his first year. But I don't think he can play spoiler against Philadelphia. Philadelphia is gonna come with everything. They know they have to win also to go into the playoffs. So for them, this is like a playoff game also. Um, if Eli plays, and only if Eli plays, the Giants win this game. But everything looks like Philadelphia is gonna win. Everything looks like Danny Jones is gonna play the whole game. So that's what I say. It's not gonna matter because Dallas not going to the playoffs. If they both win, Philadelphia needs to win and they win the division. So no matter what happens in the other game. So the other two wild card spots are already taken. So Dallas is out. Green Bay at Detroit. Green Bay actually playing for everything over here. They can actually end up as a number one spot. Some of this is like a like a musical chairs right here. Everybody's moving, everybody's dancing around the chairs. So Green Bay can actually end up like a number one spot. They're gonna need Seattle to lose, and you're gonna need all this stuff to happen for them to happen. But they're gonna try their hardest to end up in number one or number two. Right now they hold the number two spot, so a bye week. You know, the great Peyton Manning said this: a bye week wins you one game in the playoffs. It gets you one game closer to the Super Bowl, which is where everybody wants to go, right? So trust me, they're gonna play hard against Detroit, and Detroit can play all the spoilers they want. They're not gonna beat Green Bay, which I don't know if you guys remember this game, Monday night game. The refs, I feel like the refs robbed Detroit from that game. You know, Detroit was playing better, and I think Detroit had that game. Um, I think Green Bay can sweep him. I think Green Bay is a much better team. I think Detroit is done playing though, especially without Matthew Stafford. It's no way they can beat Green Bay. All right, here comes another tricky game. Kansas City at Los Angeles. Oh, I'm sorry, Los Angeles Chargers at Kansas City. Kansas City is gonna try to somehow get the number two seed. They need to win, and they need New England to lose. New England playing at home against Miami, which Miami is a mess. Miami is just looking for draft picks right now. However, Miami hasn't done playing. I thought they did at one point in the season, but they haven't done playing because they have three first round picks. Right now, they're projected to pick number five. They have another one, could be a middle round pick, like around 17, 18 pick. And they have the other one from the Texans, which it can end up being a late round pick, first round pick. But that's three first picks, though. You know, and plus the coach Flores, Bifo, he would like to fucking go and beat New England at New England. You know, that's his all team. So it's a little bit of a tricky game. New England somehow sometimes sleeps against divisional players. I don't see him losing. Plus, you know, one rule: never pick against my home team. So Kansas City is doing his thing, but it's not going to be enough. I think New England end up with the number two spot. Chicago at Minnesota. Right now, Vegas has Minnesota favored by a field goal. I believe they can probably rest some of their players. Right now, Saints are 3, Eagles or Dallas number 4, Seattle 5, Vikings 6. So most likely Minnesota can end up going to New Orleans and play that rematch, but it has to be in New Orleans. So it's going to be a tough test for them. It's a lot to play. Like I said, it's musical chairs right now. Everybody's just dancing around the chairs. Anything can happen. I don't know who has the advantage between Vikings and Seattle if somehow Seattle loses tomorrow night. So if somehow they end up playing number 5, you want to go win this game by all means, because you can probably, with some help, you can probably end up playing end up as a number 5 spot, which you play either the Eagles or Dallas, which it's a lot better than going and play at New Orleans. That's for sure, for damn sure. So they'll win, but at some point, keep the eye on it. I'm sure they'll probably rest some of their players late on the game if somehow the game is getting managed yeah, it's only if they managing the game by a 3-score game, they can probably rest some players. But other than that, they won't be able to tell about Seattle's game, because Seattle game it's later on at 8 o'clock. It got flexed to the prime time game. Let's keep moving. Like I said, we got a lot to cover. Atlanta and Tampa Bay, they really don't matter. I'm not going to spend that much time. I think Atlanta comes and upset the home team. New Orleans at Carolina. New Orleans has to win. They don't have an option to win because they're trying to secure either the number 2, or they can possibly end up at number 1, I believe. Either or, they want the number. Everybody wants the bye week though. Everybody at this time of the year, everybody's hurt, so you want to have a rest. A rest week will fucking help you out a lot, especially if your next game will be at home. So I think I think New Orleans goes and beat Carolina, which Carolina, there was rumors they interviewing McCarthy for the job. Might be playing hard to stick out for their own job, but I don't see him beating New Orleans. Colts at Jacksonville. That's another game that I really don't want to spend a lot of time talking. Jacksonville's a hot mess. Indianapolis just lost their identity. Players got hurt and everything. Somehow I think they can come and beat Jacksonville. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Now here's a tricky one. Baltimore has secured number one seed overall over the playoffs. There's rumors. There's the coach Harvard said that they're gonna rest Lamar. They're gonna rest Mark Ingram. They're gonna rest some players, the key players, especially the ones they're hurt. Now here's the deal: they can play spoilers against Steelers. Steelers needs to win. They need to win to get in. Right now, they're looking out. Tennessee is number 6. They're looking out. They hate each other. They're divisional rivals. Baltimore beat him once, so Pittsburgh is not gonna let Baltimore sweep him. Baltimore don't really have nothing to play for, but I would think you want to play a little bit, because if you don't play, that's 3 weeks between now and your next playoff game. 3 weeks is a long time. Them guys gonna come rusty, and I hate to tell you this, but Baltimore is one and done in the playoffs, though, if that's what they decide to do. So all you Baltimore fans, stick around. I got another video from Lamar Jackson to wake you up, to wake your asses up. But right now, I'm going with Pittsburgh just because they're urgent to win, just because there's a pretty good chances that they're not gonna play. Tennessee at Houston. Boy, Benito, this game is on the line, bro. JJ Watt might be coming back. Houston is at home. Houston got the momentum. Houston beat you over there at Tennessee. This might be for the fucking division right here. Or it could have been for the division. Everybody was predicting that it was going to come to the last game, right? Houston is in. So you guys got to, if you guys going in, you guys going as a wild card. So I'm pulling out for you, bro. My boy Benito. But Pittsburgh has a better chance to beat Baltimore. You guys have a better chance to beat Houston at Houston. I know you hate them fucking Houston, Texas, and I hope I'm jinxing your team. Your new team, the Texans. I'm going with the Texans, bro. I'm sorry, man. Oakland at Denver. I think Denver wins this game. Oakland is a fucking hot mess. Arizona at LA Rams. The Rams are favored by 6 right now, and Arizona is projected to have either number 9 or possibly number 8 pick. They don't want to win. They don't want to move up. I know they're competitors. They're rookies. They want to. They're a young team. They want to go and beat the Rams. It's not gonna happen though. I think LA take care of business. Now here's the game of the week: San Francisco at Seattle. San Francisco defense is for real, but the big talk of this week: Marshawn Lynch, beast mode coming back to Seattle. I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's a great sign up. Just like there was reports that Antonio Brown went and visited the Saints. That's a great. At this time of the year though, if you can sign up somebody that's gonna come and help your team, by all fucking means, go ahead and do it, man. Even if you don't fucking need him, go ahead and fucking sign up. This is your last chance, man. It's all or now. After this game, you lose, you go home. There's no tomorrow after this week. So they're gonna fight for this division. 12-3 versus 11-4. Seattle already beat you at home. Seattle's in your same division. Don't let Seattle go and fucking beat you again. This is your chance to fucking get back at them. It was a close game, no doubt about it. But let fucking Seattle know that you're here for a long ride, though. Because Russell Wilson ain't going nowhere. Pete Carroll, I don't know how many years he has left as a coach. But Seattle's a good team, which they're building up again. They've been building up for a couple of years now. And they're dangerous right now. Whoever you end up playing in the playoffs, if any of those two teams, they're going to give you hell. But it's better to play at home than go on the road. So I'm picking for my boy Jimmy G. However, I do like Seattle a lot. I do like the sign-up, and I think they're going to be a dangerous, dangerous team. No more Monday night games, so we're going to pick the score of this. I think I'm going with 42, but I'm willing to say it might be going over. A lot of people expect a lot of defense. I think these two teams gonna come and light it up. Gonna come and fucking play like it's not tomorrow, and they should. Uh, the coach from the 49ers is very fucking creative, and Seattle gets fucking creative in his own with Russell Wilson and like I said, the addition of Marshawn Lynch coming and pounding the rug. You know, you think the identity is pound the rock again, but it's not. The passing game is out of fucking control, man. That wide receiver Malcolm, he's a rookie, man. I like the motherfucker. He's big, he's strong. I like him. I like him a lot, and Russell Wilson is taking advantage of him. Like I said, a lot to talk about today. We got the Big Four: LSU, Oklahoma, Clemson, Ohio State. Right now, the playoffs for the pros that I want to see. I want to see the Saints taking the rematch against Minnesota and fucking finally once and for all replay this game and move on from that game, for crying out loud. Quit talking about that fucking game, man. Eagles, I would like to see them play the Seahawks and getting beat by fucking Seattle. On the AFC, I think the Chiefs end up playing the Texans. I'm sorry, the Titans. Whoever they play, the Titans or the Steelers, don't matter. I think the Chiefs are a better team. They'll win that game. And Buffalo will play the Texans. I think the addition of J.J. Watt coming back, that's not an addition, but J.J. Watt coming back and trying to play against Buffalo is going to be very important to determine how good the defense is from the Texans. I want the best defense, the best team to go and beat fucking Baltimore. These two teams can go and beat Baltimore. Definitely, no doubt about it. Baltimore is one and done in the playoffs, man. I think so. Especially if they shut this running game, which is going to come down to the running game, man. But like I said, it's a lot to talk about it. It's a lot of things can happen. Musical chairs this week 17. That's how I'm going to call it. Tomorrow I'm going to have a video for the Black Monday. Black Monday, is when all the coaches get fired. Some teams are ready to move on and get a different coach. Tonight is the Big Four. I would like to see LSU and Clemson playing the championship game, but I won't mind seeing Oklahoma just getting there somehow. Or I really can't stand Ohio State. So whoever wins out of these three teams, I'm okay with it. If Ohio State wins, I mean, it's not the end of the world. They're a great team. They're a great school, but I would prefer somebody else to win. Like I said, I'll see you tomorrow, Monday night, Black Monday. Beautiful day from Tampa Bay. I'm out. This is your boy Say. I'm out.